So story 3 was the story of the trumpets. And we actually had the physical aspects, what was going to happen on Earth. So we saw World War II, we saw the defeat of Hitler, we saw Chernobyl. So there are different things happen. Story 4 is going to follow identically with story 3, only we're going to hear about the spiritual things that are right in line, that coincide with the physical events in chapter 3. So this story begins with 12:7, and I'm going to read through 12:12. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. So you compare that with the first trumpet in Revelation 8:7. So there's this war in heaven between Michael, the archangel, and Satan. And at that time, there's war on earth, World War II. So, and prevailed not, neither was there place found any more in heaven. So Satan and his angels lost. Well, Hitler lost. And so there's no place for Hitler anymore. He loses Germany. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceives the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Satan is cast out. That's pictured with the wormwood star. So the star fell from heaven to earth. That's a picture of Satan being cast out. And that radioactive cloud, that's a picture of Satan's angels being cast out in the fourth trumpet. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. So this is kind of interesting. So Satan, even for the people that have been raised, so their spirits are in heaven, Satan's still accusing us in heaven until 1982, when the Chernobyl thing happened. That's when Satan was cast out, and now he's doing his thing on the earth. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. So these are the people that are up in heaven, those that gave their life for Christ. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows he has but a short time. Just like there's woe, woe, woe after the first 4 trumpets, so the woes are going to be trumpet 5, 6, and 7. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, because Satan's cast down to the earth. This period of woe, this is not 2 separate periods of woe. This is woe for the same reasons. We just saw the physical aspects with the trumpets. Now in this story, we're seeing more of the spiritual behind the scenes look at that. So what you had in the first 4 trumpets is exactly what we've seen here through these first 5 verses here in Revelation 12. When we continue on with 13, well, we're going to see the same type correlation. And when the dragon saw he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place where she is nourished for a time, and times, and half a time, from the face of the serpent. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth, and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God, and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. When Satan's cast down to the earth, verse 13, he persecutes Israel. We saw with the 5th trumpet in chapter 9 that 5 months of poison gas, and he couldn't hit the 144,000 that were sealed. But he's persecuting the rest of it's probably going off in Israel. Again, this is Syria letting off some poison gas, likely through drones, in the nation of Israel. And he's got that for 5 months. And now we get to the period of great tribulation. The woman, this is Israel, was given the 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, where she's nourished for a time, times, and a half a time. Again, 3.5 years, that's the great tribulation. So now this Satan casts out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman. These are Satan's armies. It's a demonic army, but at the same time, the 6th trumpet, this is the great army, 200 million soldiers, cavalry coming down. This is the great flood. We saw in Exodus, the people were trapped when they were fleeing the Egyptians, and they went across the Red Sea on dry land. When Pharaoh's army tried to cross, they were swallowed up. So it's the same type of imagery. This time I think Jesus is going to start a little early with the hail. And the reason I say that is found in Isaiah 63. So starting with this, with verse 1. Who is this that comes from Edom, with dyed garments from Basra, this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou rad in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treads the wine fat. Verse 3, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my remnant. So here it says Jesus comes all by himself and squashes these people. So it looks like the people of Israel flee to Jordan. When Satan and his armies try to come get them, Jesus is going to squash them then. So he's getting a little early start. When we see Jesus coming again, his garment is already stained, and the people are with him at that time. So the spirits of the dead, they'll be coming with Jesus. So this is a totally separate time. I'm thinking this is where that verse fits in. So continuing on, the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war on the Christians now. So after he fails to wipe out the Jews, because God intervenes, now Satan's going to try and kill Christians all over the earth.